Hey, Tyrese, it's your old buddy Adam. You know, walking around this crazy ass damn Colorado Springs is hurting my back. I just got back from court and I'm fighting for my 3 animals. I have 45 days to have them inoculated and licensed, and for me it means a lot more walking around and carrying something that's heavy and struggling and frightened. So I don't know if I can accomplish it, but I'm going to try. I have to try. And I mean, the judge told me I couldn't even give up my animals. What the hell? You know, possession is 9/10 of the law. And if I gave up my animals to someone, what's he going to do? Oh, he said, oh, I'm going to violate you. Okay, so violate me then. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's a control thing, you know. It's a power trip, you know. The whole court system is made to derive money out of each person, and it's revenue for the state and a way to tax the poor and the disabled. I do not like that. Personally, I think it's stupid and retarded. You know, I mean, to have people as slaves and to create a system where people are, you know, property, and I don't know, it just pisses me off, you know? It's unsanctioned slavery, basically. And the minute a person costs money, costs the state, costs the city something absorbent, then what ends up happening is that they perceive you as a liability, and they want to dispose of that liability, whether it be the person, the cause, or whatever. So, as you know, life isn't very simple, okay? Life has never been simple. It's complicated in all sorts of ways. And my perception of the world is that standing outside and looking in, which is a very unique situation, because not too many people have that perspective and perception. I am not your average person, okay? I'm not your average person. Yeah, I'll say it again. I'm not your average person. Now, I just have to tell you, I want to spend time with you, by the way, and discussing just deep matters, you know? Just hang out and talk, you know? I mean, we don't have to do anything, just hang out. And if we get hungry, we get hungry, you know? We eat, we talk, just sit and talk, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, you know? Or we could have a video conference like this. I say something, you say something, and you reply, and I mean directly. It's got to be directly or it won't work. Not that indirect stuff, okay? And it's not favoritism, all right? You're replying to something I said to you directly. You know? It's not favoritism over one or the rest of your fans. So it has nothing to do with that. So don't perceive it like that. So what I'm asking you is, can I and may I spend some time talking to you, you know? Even if we have to do it like this, can we do that? Now, I love your videos, okay? It's a dive into the mind of Tyrese Gibson. You know? I care. I care tremendously about certain issues, okay? I care about perception, and I care about personality, okay? I could give a fuck less about money and materialism, because that's just more stuff that you have to deal with and more taxes you got to pay on it, and more ways that the government can steal your money. Okay, so the less materialism you have, the less money you have, the less they can take. I mean, I just told the prosecutor that I had no money and that they couldn't get anything out of me, and they can't put me in jail for not being able to pay. And that's it, written inside the law and the ordinance. So basically, she suspended all the fines because she knew she couldn't get anything but lunch money, $10 at most, $30 at the most, and they can't make me pay anything that, well, you know, they can't get. They can give me community service so that the other person will have it, but I can't work, so that's out of the question. So, you know, this was the only option. I have to get this done. But anyway, so I just wanted to touch base with you, Tyrese. All right, I care about you, and if you say I don't, then I don't know. That's on you. I wanted you to hear my thoughts on your video last night. I've got so much on my mind right now, I can't even think straight, okay? I'm juggling multiple different court cases, and it's all because there's trouble brewing at my apartment complex. I stay inside and to myself, except to talk to one other neighbor. And because he's cool and, you know, he's on the same income and we both are struggling at the same level. So we're helping each other out, you know. If he wants some cigarettes and I got some, then, you know, I'll give him some. Or if we both have money and, you know, $4 or $5 or something, and I'm going to make a run to the store, I'll call him up and ask him, hey, you need anything from the store? He goes, yeah. And what you getting over there? I say, I'm getting some cigarettes. Hey, can you get me some? I say, sure. So, because he's disabled to the point where he can't walk down the hill. He's got a heart condition, and he can't move very fast. So, he's pretty bad off, and he should be dead right now, but his defibrillator is keeping him alive. So I walk to the store for him and, you know, do things for him. Anyway, you know, it's a trade-off like that, and that's how I am with people, you know. When you treat me well, that's what I do. And it's out of the goodness of my own heart. And yes, I do have a big heart. You're right in your perception. It's not a bad thing to have a big heart. I have a guarded big heart. That's the difference. I'm smart enough to know that I don't want to perceive the world with my heart. I do, but I don't. I do it in a guarded way. I assume the worst, but expect the best. And I learned that from a certain Tony Longmire, okay? I was doing it wrong. I was living life wrong. And he straightened me out a little bit, okay? I give him that. And he's made me pretty dangerous. Smart. I mean, I was already intelligent and smart. But I'm even more resourceful than I used to be. And that's what made me dangerous. I know I've been in touch with certain people, and I've been talking to the President of the United States via Twitter and through Facebook, and I'm still going through with my petition just to make sure I have a backup plan. What do you think of my petition? I mean, I'm just curious as to your thoughts on the idea. You know, normally I say that I don't give a shit about what people think because opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. But in this case, I'm curious to know how you perceive my journey and my mission and the accomplishments that I've done in my research. You and I both have a, and by the way, this is a Coca-Cola. The rare time that I'm drinking Coke, it tastes like shit. Ugh. I first sipped this, by the way, and it tastes like garbage. Blah. I winced the first time I drank this. Ugh. But anyway, this is the rare time I'm drinking it. I don't drink anything bad, and this is bad for me, so I don't drink it that often. But I was thirsty, and I figured, you know, it was $1.19, and I had $1.25 or $1.50, and then so I bought it. But anyway, so you and I have a lot in a lot of common, okay? We have a lot in common, all right? We are very different we are vastly different. But you have something that I admire about you, okay? Capricorns, for the most part, a lot of Capricorns have one of those verbatim memories where you can recite what somebody tells you 5 years from now in verbatim. I mean, exactly how they said it, and even the tone that they said it in, okay? It's a photographic memory, okay? You have that capability. And not just because you're a Capricorn, but mainly because of the way that you are made up, okay? You have a very, very strong memory of the past, okay? You could remember what somebody tells you, and I think that's very important, because you can become a virtual recorder. Who the hell needs electronics? You know, today, by the way, this is a side note, today, people rely too much on electronics. What if, all of a sudden, we no longer had power? All of a sudden, the power grid went out. No more batteries. The batteries all died because we used them up. What would people do? Isn't that a valid question? What would people do? Would they throw riots? Would they freak out and play board games or something? Some people would play board games. Some people would just kind of twiddle their thumbs. You know, some people would go to sleep. Some people would just freak the hell out. What am I going to do? I'm bored. Well, what did people do before electronics? What did people like me? What did people do like me? What did they do for entertainment before the internet? Well, like in the 70s, you know? What did we do? Well, we played in the mud. We dug around and had matchbox cars, and we created little roads and, you know, visions of life and stuff like that, you know? And our play gave kind of a foretelling of how our life could play out, or that we perceive our lives to be going in the direction of. So, you know, it stands to reason that we could go back to that. Except we could go back to handwriting our stories, handwriting diaries. By the way, I bet you have a diary. I bet you have a list of things that you have done and accomplished, and that you need to accomplish. Every businessman, every good person that is in business does that. You know, I know that I don't have much of a life. And that's because I don't have much of an income. I can't get anywhere. And plus, my health is bad. Okay? My spine is killing me right now. And I'm longing to get home and get in my house and sit down or lay down for a while, because my back's killing me. My upper back is really smarting. But I wanted to make this video for you. Okay? It touches on several subjects. And just kind of general. And there's something specific. I do want to make that video conference with you where you reply back to me. And I know that you, in your last video, you indirectly said that you'd like to know more about my life. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm interested in your life. And I'm fascinated that you're interested in mine. I find that endearing. Okay? Though my perception of love and endearment is different than, say, you and I, okay? It's a savant view of it, okay? Smart people don't procreate so much. I mean, they get into relationships, but they don't multiply. You ever notice that? Did Nikola Tesla have kids? No, he didn't have time for that. Did Albert Einstein have any kids? No. Not that I'm aware of. Did Westinghouse have any kids? Yeah. He was just a conniver. He was feeding off of stealing everybody else's ideas. He didn't even come up with his own ideas. So he was just the innovator. He's a thief. So yeah, he's not that smart. He's not as smart as Nikola Tesla. But Nikola Tesla just didn't care enough to have the time to make love to someone, to spread his seed so that his ideas and stuff would continue. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base on that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that's going through my head right now that I want to talk about, and I will get to in another video. It's just right now I got to sort it out in my head because it's all kind of coming at me all at once, and it's kind of like, you know, if you don't talk to someone for a while, it builds up, you know, and you got to get caught up. Okay, so it's like that, you know. It's like holding back a water dam, you know. The pressure's building. You know something, Tyrese? I love you, man. I care about you tremendously. And I know I've said that. I know I keep saying it. Because it's not reminding me, it's reminding you. Okay? It's telling you, and I'm not convincing you, I'm reminding you. Accent on the remind part. Because in this world, we've only got each other. Fuck the materialistic shit. Fuck the fucking money, fame, and success. Fuck that. I don't need any of that. And I've never, ever, ever cared about that. Nor will I ever. Okay? I just need enough to survive. That's all I need. And, you know, sometimes life, I mean, technically life only needs $800 a month. Okay? And if you live a certain way, yeah, that's how you have to live for the amount of money you got. Okay? I'm making do with what I got. So, anyway, this video is a bit long, so I just wanted to get you caught up, and I'll get some more videos made, and I'll make some more, and I just wanted to tell you I love you, Tyrese. I do. If you ever want to talk, I want you to call me, okay? Come on, man. We're people here. We're humans. The hell with this fame shit, okay? I don't want your money. I don't give a fuck about your materialism. I could care less, okay? That's on you. If you want that stuff, that's great, and I'll appreciate it, and I'll respect it. It's just that I'm not into all that, okay? I had hippie parents, and a little of that is rubbed off on me, you know? And it's like more than a handful's of waste. Well, that's kind of how I perceive life. All right, it's kind of an eye opener for a lot of people. And besides, you can't take it with you when you go. You can only give it to someone else who's going to use it for their purposes, and they're not going to use it and be able to use it after a while, and then they're going to pass it on. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, you can only get what you can use in this life. Okay, that's the truth. You only need what you need. Okay, the basics. And one of those basics happens to be friendship and love. Okay, I have the confidence. I love living alone. Okay, and I don't want nobody in my house. Not that even if it was clean, I still don't want anybody in my house. It's my space. It's my man cave. It's my area. And I don't want anybody mucking up the air, or not the air, but the feeling or the quality of my life. You know, I don't let anybody in my house because I don't want them to see what I got, and I don't want them to plot against me. So that's kind of the thing. I don't even answer my door to a cop. Okay, unless they got a warrant, I don't let them in. That's how I am. I don't even come outside. Okay? So that's my right. And I'm always going to be that way. So, hey, I love you. I love you, my Tyrese. I love you. I care about you. Okay? I love you. Alright? I do. I'll talk to you later, bro. Bye.